Hello, everyone, and welcome to Courtside with Tony Ingle. Craig Corbin here, along with the head coach of the Roadrunners. And, Coach, it has been a busy time since last we met.
Yes, it has. It's been very busy. Been playing some Southern State Athletic Conference games.
Jumped right into it and right into the fire. A lot of that action on the road. We'll be taking a look at some highlights later on in this episode of the show. But the guys with a great start to this season, started out of the block 6-0, and then it was on to a top 15 matchup with a conference member that it's hard to get any better than William Carey.
Well, William Carey is a solid program. Finished third in the nation last year, ranked 9th this year. And last year they won the conference. They went 18-0. Their last 42 games in the conference, against conference competition, including postseason tournaments, they're 39-3. So we went down to their place, and the players just really played their hearts out in that game, and gave us a chance to win it. When you play that kind of game, it's tough, but we really competed.
Of course, the game that Coach is referring to, an epic, one of those instant classics, if you will, triple overtime, a ball game that did see the Roadrunners fall just shy. But, Coach, when you look at the length of time that your guys were on the floor in a situation where you were going to have to be playing the very next day, again on the road, that was a tough scenario.
It was very tough. Matter of fact, we get back to the hotel pushing 12 o'clock. I don't know what time the guys end up getting to bed, but then we have to get up, eat breakfast, and get on the road because we play in New Orleans. And we're sitting in New Orleans. We typically like to get to the arena two hours prior to game time, so we're sitting there at 3 and games at 5. And our players gave so much the night before. Some of them's legs. I mean, Sean Tate played all but I think about 1 minute or so, and everyone was just wore to a frazzle. And I was really concerned about Loyola and being able to bounce back. A 5 o'clock game that next morning, next afternoon, really came really quick.
That was a ball game, of course, the Roadrunners did win by 2. I think the score probably reflected the fact that you were a little bit worn out, as you made mention, after that triple overtime game the night before.
Well, yes. I mean, it was tough. I mean, we I don't know, Wizard of Oz, I think of that little, what's his name, little scarecrow?
That's right.
Hey, little scarecrow, the little legs, they couldn't quite go, But they really had a lot of heart. Now, they didn't have the heart, the Tin Man. So they were solid that way.
Excellent.
Hey, excellent. But they wasn't cowards like, put 'em up, like the Lion. Hey, I'm sorry, fans, but hey, it was a great game, great win for our team.
Well, and that's probably the toughest road trip that you'll have all season long, back to back, that far on the road and that early in the season, but a split of those 2 games on the road, and of course we will look to have some highlights for you later in the season from that triple overtime ball game against William Carey. Tonight we got highlights from a couple of great wins for the Roadrunners. We'll take a look at the Faulkner ball game and also Tennessee Temple. And also we'll talk about an honor that has been bestowed on a member of the Roadrunners team. The first ever Conference Player of the Week is a Roadrunner.
And we love it.
Indeed. We'll talk about that and much more right here on Courtside with Tony Ingle. Stay with us. Back in just a moment.
Your family depends on you to be healthy. That is why you depend on Hamilton. Hamilton Diagnostic Center's advanced imaging technology provides superior image quality with reduced radiation exposure. Each image is analyzed by Hamilton's on-site team of specialty radiologists in close correlation with our surgeons, allowing for same-day results. We're here for you. Hamilton Diagnostic Center. Your health is our mission.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader.
Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Does something smell funny in your house? If it's not any of the usual suspects, if it smells like sulfur or natural gas, it might be a natural gas leak. Act quickly. Leave your house immediately. Don't turn any lights or appliances on or off, and don't use the phone, even a cordless or cell phone. Go to a neighbor's house and call Dalton Utilities. Staying safe is no laughing matter. A friendly reminder from Dalton Utilities.
To the highlights we go. On the road in Birmingham, actually make that Montgomery, Alabama, battle against Faulkner University. And early on, nice job getting things rolling for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, that was Jordan Bowling. You can see Ladarius Green with a little floater. Beautiful shot.
Again, this a road contest in conference. The conference opener, and again, Bowling, nice move inside, but a travel had to wave that one off.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but they called it, so I guess it worked. There's Sean Tate.
Well beyond the arc for Sean.
Well, I tell you, he's really getting us going and playing good basketball.
And that Mr. Hilliard, a big three.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch Anthony hit that. He worked so hard defense. There's offense put back by Ladarius.
Again, tied at 17 at this point. Again, first half action. Look at that outlet, nearly the full length of the court.
Oh, Wes Unsaw style right there. That's Preston Earl with a finish.
Nicely done. 24-22, Dalton State at that point in the ball game. Defense, yes.
Yes, and here Ladarius Green, just great rebounder, great player, 6'10", fun to watch. Here's Preston. Nice three.
Indeed, that at the 5:55 mark, and 32-26 Dalton State. At this point, the threes were going pretty well for the team.
They were, and it's good to see when that happens. And they're a good, nice pass again by Preston to Ladarius.
In the lane. First half action, the conference opener from the corner, nicely done again beyond the arc.
Yeah, it was Jermaine Burry. Was glad to see him make that. He's been working hard, and he's a good shooter. Nice steal here by Jordan.
A little 2-on-none and a beautiful layup by Sean, running the floor well.
Sean, he just has a great, nice block by Ladarius Green. And here goes, Euro. They like to call that the Euro. I don't know if it was or what, but he scored.
At this point, the Roadrunners with an advantage. And again, another outlet pass.
Ladarius Green is the best outlet passer in college basketball. I don't care what level. He can flat see the floor. Big
three there by Sean Tate from the right wing. And again, on to the second half we go, and a nice follow by Bowling.
Bowling, he had an outstanding game as well. Good, strong inside. There's Jermaine again with a big three.
Again, second half action against Faulkner, hitting the board, second effort, beautiful follow.
And that's one of the reasons why he was player of the week. Preston with a nice offensive rebound putback.
A little top of the key, 4-3.
There again, he was on fire.
Up 13 at this point. Less than 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Looking for that first conference win, first road win. 6:05 to go, and 69-56 your score.
Right, and there again, nice 2-1. Preston Earl, he ended up with 27 points in this game.
Nice effort. Again on the road at Faulkner, and down the stretch. That's a tough shot.
That's a tough shot, but he makes those things, Craig. That's Anthony Hilliard with a floater.
Beautiful drive by Sean. I'll tell you, once he gets a step on the defender, he's gone.
He's gone. He has a knack. You can't coach it. It's just something he look at him. I call him a little Mississippi mud squirrel right there. He just gets around all over the place.
And the slam followed by Ladarius. Inside a minute to go here.
I really look at that outlet. Look at it. The guy's amazing.
Easily three-quarter court outlet pass. Final seconds and a win in the record books for the Roadrunners at Faulkner.
Right, and it was a hard-fought game. Of course, Coach Sanderson down there was at Lipscomb. You know, we've coached against each other, but it's a great win.
I am
I am.
I am
I am
a nurse,
radiologic technologist,
a manager.
a lifesaver,
I'm a leader.
Going to make the world a better place.
going to change the world
Going to change the world.
going to change the world
Because of Dalton State.
because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Ready to play What's That Smell? Certain things can smell funny in your house, but if something smells like natural gas, you might have a leak. Act fast. Leave your house immediately. Don't turn any lights or appliances on or off, and don't use the phone, even a cordless or cell phone. Go to a neighbor's house and call Dalton Utilities. Don't re-enter your home until it has been declared leak-free. Play it safe. Always report a probable leak.
Cancer. It's a word you don't want to hear. But if you do, you want the most advanced surgical, radiation, and chemotherapy treatment available. The Hamilton Regional Cancer Institute at Hamilton Medical Center has a proven record of successful outcomes. Personalized plans of care are developed through individual histology, biomarker, and genomic testing, and through collaboration between Hamilton's team of experts. We are here for you. Hamilton Regional Cancer Institute. Your health is our mission.
Your home. It's made of wood and nails, doors and windows. But it's more than that. Your home is you. It's who you are, where you're from. It's what you long for whenever you're away. And it's the only place in the world where you know one thing for certain. You're home.
Back to the friendly confines of Mashburn Arena and the Northwest Georgia Trade Center. Home action, and this is against Tennessee Temple. Nice looking uniforms there, the Roadrunners in that home white.
Yes, and right there is what we call a killer basket, and that was Jordan Bowling.
Early on, the Roadrunners did a great job to set the tempo, threes in succession, 6-0 here in the early minutes. Then a nice job of keeping the play alive.
Yes, and there's a nice offensive rebound, Preston Earl.
At this point, 11-0 Dalton State. You really took the wind out of their sails from the early going.
Well, guys really came out ready to play. They love being in the Trade Center, Mashburn Arena, and they really responded well. There's another steal.
And again, Tate will reset the offense and find the open man. Bowling absolutely wide open for three on the left side.
Yeah, he was shooting the eyes out of a potato.
Bowling again, strong finish in the paint.
Yeah, he really got us going. Look at the defense. A lot of hustle on defense. Here go little Darius.
And a rim-rocking slam dunk by Mr. Green. On the boards, nice outlet coming here. And the Roadrunners on the move.
Right, it's good to see us push. And there's Anthony again on that little floater. I tell you, he makes that shot.
Very tough shot. Again, unselfish play. Another slam dunk.
Raheem Mosley from Bessemer, Alabama.
Approaching the 12-minute mark of the first half. Beautiful entry pass there.
Yeah, that's Shacko Williams. We call him Shacko.
Nicely done. The big guy for three, Ladarius Green.
Ain't that beautiful 6'10" guy shooting threes like that?
Up 14 at this point. Tate, like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's quick. He's fun to watch, Craig.
Final minutes there, a missed slam dunk by Mr. Jones, and the Roadrunners would make him pay for that. Long three.
Well, and just right in stride, that was Anthony past his former teammate, Preston, and he hits it, and there goes Anthony with a deep three.
Indeed. On to the second half we go. It was 46-28 at the half. This a home game against Tennessee Temple, and again, threes were raining in Mashburn Arena.
Yeah, and we are really needing to work on our inside game too, and it's good to see Jordan do that because we need inside and out. We can't just rely on threes, but we are a pretty good three-point shooting team.
You give Tate that much time, that much space, and he'll make you pay.
He'll make you pay about every time. And there's Ladarius, same thing.
Nicely done. Inside 8 minutes to go, and I know that the team has fed off of the energy of the fans that have showed up here in the Trade Center.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, it was a great crowd, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. It really helps the players.
Inside 5 to go, and there's your final, 80-65.
It was a great win. It was a great team effort.
Does something smell funny in your house? If it's not any of the usual suspects, if it smells like sulfur or natural gas, it might be a natural gas leak. Act quickly. Leave your house immediately. Don't turn any lights or appliances on or off, and don't use the phone, even a cordless or cell phone. Go to a neighbor's house and call Dalton Utilities. Staying safe is no laughing matter. A friendly reminder from Dalton Utilities.
During a heart attack, every second is important. Hamilton Medical Center has invested even more into advanced cardiovascular technology and medical expertise, with more outpatient and emergency cardiac capabilities than have ever been offered, all just minutes away from home. That is why more people follow their hearts to Hamilton Medical Center. We're here for you. Hamilton Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader.
Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
And back we are on Courtside with Tony Ingle. Congratulations are in order for a member of the Roadrunners team, the very first ever Conference Player of the Week for the 2014-2015 season is a Roadrunner. Congratulations to Preston Earl.
Preston Earl, and he deserved it. He really did. 41 points and about 12 rebounds, I believe it was. But he had really stood out against Faulkner. 27 points in that game. Timely baskets along the way, but it wasn't just that, Greg. I mean, he played hard defense, and obviously he'll be the first one to tell you any success in basketball is a team honor. But at the same time, it is great that kids can receive honors and awards from an individual perspective from time to time, and everyone was real proud of Preston.
One of the things that I've noticed in looking at film of the team this early in the season is how unselfish they play as a unit, regardless of who's on the floor, and I think Preston probably exemplifies that.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because at any given time, any of those kids can play and score in the high 20s or low 30s. And when I say any of those kids, I'm talking Ladarius Green, Jordan Bowling, Preston Earl, and of course Sean Tate. Tate's already scored in the 30s a couple of times. But and even Anthony Hilliard, he scored in the 20s last year for us. So it's a good balanced attack, and that's what we're doing. We've got a good starting five. We're working on finding the right combination coming off. Typically I like to have at least 3, maybe 4 kids that can come off and maintain or build on what's going on the court. But anyway, Preston, very deserving.
Indeed, he did. And looking at what he contributed during that week where he was named the Southern States Conference Player of the Week, not only scoring but rebounding, assists, steals, contributions in all categories.
Yeah, he's just a warrior. He plays so hard, cares for the team. Everyone cares for him, and it showed. I'm glad to hear you say that, because I think it shows when a team really loves and cares for each other on the floor.
One of the things that people easily see is what transpires on the hardwood. The intangibles, though, many times are what a player contributes off of the court. Talk about that with regard to Preston.
Well, what Preston does is he brings, some leadership to us. I mean, he's a senior, he's on track, graduate, and, he takes things, serious. He's just a good all-around, person, and we're very fortunate to have him in our program. He was teammates with Anthony Hilliard, so him and Anthony, they have this, common bond together there, which radiates throughout the whole team. And anyway, just a solid person.
Second year for the Roadrunners program. First year in the conference, the Southern States, and launching right into an extremely competitive situation. I know that it means so much to you to be able to depend on players like Preston and the others when you're going into a situation like that.
Absolutely essential. You've got to trust. That's something that we all need. I think in our society sometimes we have trouble trusting people. I hear people all the time say, well, I don't trust anybody. Well, then that tells me that I can't trust you. I think you have to be trustworthy in order for someone to trust you. And anyway, it's a big word. Love is a big word. And I know sometimes people rather be trusted than loved. Some people rather be loved than trusted. That's their prerogative. But you're going to get both if you're on our basketball team. We've got to trust each other. That's a team. You can't. One person can't do this by himself. This is not individual sports. It's a team sport.
And again, congratulations to Preston Earl, the very first Southern States Conference Player of the Week for the 2014-2015 season. We've got much more ahead, including highlights of a couple of Roadrunner wins right here on Courtside. Stay with us. Back in just a moment.
Your home. It's made of wood and nails, doors and windows. But it's more than that. Your home is you. It's who you are, where you're from. It's what you long for whenever you're away. And it's the only place in the world where you know one thing for certain. You're home.
People depend on you. That is why you depend on Hamilton. Hamilton Medical Center provides expert orthopedic and neurosurgical care to our region. When it comes to back and neck pain, our innovation and expertise extends to prevention, early intervention, diagnosis, rehabilitation, and the most minimally invasive treatments available. Even biomechanics and injury prevention assistance is offered through Hamilton Spine Health and Sport. We're here for you. Hamilton, your health is our mission.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader.
Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Ready to play What's That Smell? Certain things can smell funny in your house, but if something smells like natural gas, you might have a leak. Act fast. Leave your house immediately. Don't turn any lights or appliances on or off, and don't use the phone, even a cordless or cell phone. Go to a neighbor's house and call Dalton Utilities. Don't re-enter your home until it has been declared leak-free. Play it safe. Always report a probable leak.
And back we are to wrap up this edition of Courtside with Tony Ingle. Coach, as we get into the December part of the schedule, a lot of games that the team will have before we move into the 2015 portion of the schedule. And a couple of games of note here at the Trade Center, Mashburn Arena, the Roadrunner Classic.
Roadrunner Classic is going to be a dandy. Got some real good basketball teams coming in here. And University of Cumberland,
right?
They're out of Kentucky, and then you got Cumberland University, which is out of Tennessee. Both of those are real good quality programs, and they've been ranked nationally, throughout the years, year in, year out. And matter of fact, there'll be a new national ranking. I believe it comes out December the 9th, 10th, somewhere like that. So they'll be interesting where everybody is. So there might be some good national competition basketball teams coming in here in that classic.
And again, that'll be the 19th and the 20th of December. So if you haven't had a chance to see the Roadrunners in action to this point, a great opportunity on those two nights. Of course, you made mention of the national rankings. The Southern States well represented already. William Carey in the top 10, Dalton State 15th, and I think receiving votes, another member of the conference, Martin Methodist.
Yeah, Martin Methodist, they had a great win over Middle Tennessee State, the Division I team. And William Carey, they played Jacksonville State earlier to like a 3-possession game. So they're good quality teams, good quality basketball in Southern States. It's why I feel like it's the best conference in the country.
You look at the conference standings as we are now in front of the camera. Martin Methodist at 3-0, William Carey 2-0, and Bruton Parker also at 2-0, and then Dalton State in a 3-way tie at 2-1.
Right. Well, and that was a tough one, that 3 overtimer.
Yeah.
But we're going to learn a lot from that and become a better basketball team because of that. We're going to make that defeat something that's going to help us down Life Road.
Sort of a trial by fire, if you will, but I do think one of the benefits is that you planted a seed in the William Carey team mind that Dalton State is certainly for real.
Exactly. Well, and any time that we play, we want to win every game, but if we don't win, then we want respect for how hard we play, how smart we play, and how, like we talked about earlier, together. So we're just trying to be good ambassadors and representatives of our college.
And again, that Roadrunner Classic coming up the 19th and 20th. One game prior to that, also a home game, is Hiawassee, the second time that you'll play Hiawassee this season. That ball game on the 6th. So again, we look at the schedule. You'll have a little bit of a break for exams and then a chance to get up and ready for the 2015 portion of the schedule.
Yeah, and we're going to be excited about that. And Craig, on a side note, don't you think this slenderizes me a little bit?
Very much so.
Huh? I've been eating a lot of salads. I had 2 last week.
As always, sartorially resplendent is the coach of the Roadrunners.
Holy mackerel.
Coach, we're going to have to sign off. As always, good to see you. Be sure to tune in next time right here, Courtside with Tony Ingle.